Hey guys, it's Jay, welcome back. This week on the vlog, we're going to be digging into the top end on my 2008 Harley Davidson FXDB and throwing some rocker lockers in and making sure that she sounds fantastic this season. Here we go. As you'll notice, my bike is up on the lift. I've already done a couple things. I've got it up so that the rear wheel is off the ground. I've, of course, taken out the battery. Whenever you're doing any type of maintenance work, always disconnect that battery. You don't want the engine turning over when you're working on it. It could do some serious damage depending on what area you're working on. I have the spark plugs pulled and the gas tank is lifted up and out of the way for me to get at the top of these rocker boxes. Also, it should be noted at this stage, you're going to want the bike in 6th gear. Part of the reason I'm excited to get in here is because these rocker box covers have seen better days and I kind of want to polish everything under here. Also, for whatever reason, some of the internal wiring, or I guess external wiring that's pulled in tight to the backbone here that's hidden under the tank, it's kind of coming undone. I don't know if it was just because of the guy who owned the bike before me or what, but I'm going to button everything up the way that I like. While you're in here, why not, right? So I'm taking off all the bolts in the front half of these twin cam rocker boxes, and then you have to get at the bolts in the back and kind of work them out with a flat wrench or a test wrench. There's that rocker box cover. Definitely dirty, super grimy. I've wanted to get at this for a while. I have some mothers, so I'm going to polish all this up and try to get a brilliant shine back out of the engine, as well as popping off that top end and then fixing that rocker tick, which is so famous with these engines. But once you put in the cheap fix with these little brass sleeves, they come in that rocker locker kit, then it fixes the problem. So here we go. We'll start with cleaning these up, I think. So as promised before, I told you I was going to show you those spark plugs. You can certainly see that those are in super bad shape. They were really fouled out. The other one's no better. So brand new spark plugs on the way. I don't know when the last time those would have been changed. And I'm going to clean this up, so let's see how shiny we can make this. So there's just these various different types of ends for polishing. I can kind of put those to the test. So now I rolled the rear tire until I could see that the valves in the front cylinder were both moving at the same time. And then that ensures that your rear cylinder is at bottom circle. So that's ideal spot for you to be able to take this off so that it doesn't have any weird pressure on this top plate. So you undo 4 bolts in the top, and then there's 2 other ones for the breather. Undo all of those and then take off the top piece. As you can see, got the rockers out. And the issue with these is as they go up and down, what it tends to happen is in these 2 bolts, which are the ones that are on the intake side of the bike, the bolt down inside there actually locks this pin in place that holds these in. And so what ends up happening is, because there's not a super tight tolerance in here, is it knocks against the bolt until you start to get like a wear pattern on the side of the bolt, which is actually visibly noticeable in some of them. This one you can kind of see it on the side of one of the bolts. But basically it gives you like a ticking sound because there's a little tiny bit of movement inside here. And so what these do is, it's a little insert that slides down inside of each of these holes, and you press them in, and then once it's press fit in there, the little brass fitting holds these rockers so that there's no movement, and so you don't get any of that ticking sound out of the engine anymore. So we've got the twin cam all dialed in, everything's all torqued down. Just gonna throw some brand new spark plugs in her, and we'll fire her up and see how she sounds.